どうもキャンバンははいはーい。お元気ですか？お元気ですよ。How is everyone today? みんな元気にしとる？Hello, Fanwa. Hello, friend. Nice to see you, friend. Pal. Homie. Bestie. キャンバンはどうもどうも。Yes, the write-up was very helpful. Thank you. ありがとう。I glanced over it and I have to get started on the process. Sorry. I'm just checking. Is the BGM too loud? BGM でかすぎる? Should I make it a little bit quieter? There we go. Maybe it's too quiet now. 大丈夫かな? Hello! You big stretch. Okay, here we go. It's been a while since I've done a regular talking stream. 地声で雑談してからどんぐらいだろう？どんぐらい経つんだろう？結構前だった気がするな。うん。のえちゃんと、のえちゃんじゃない。ニコちゃんとのコラボかな？うん。You're real glad it's not ASMR. You broke both your headphones and earphones? Big sad. Hopefully, you can replace them soon. Oof. That's a lot of breakage in a short period of time. Did you kiss the boy? Wait, what boy? Did I kiss the boy? Is there a boy? I haven't kissed anyone. Eyo. 今日はね、ちょっと暑かったね。みんなもたくさん水補充してください。あ、暇なしさん、キャンバンはロマ字で書いてくれたんですね。ありがとうございます。How is everyone's day going so far? Day or night? It is currently 11:35 p.m. In Japan. It is quite hot, but not as hot as it was last week. So, I do not have my fan on. We'll see how long I can go without having to turn my fan on. I might start sweating because of the story. Boy, do I have a story time for you. 今日はね、みんなにちょっとそうだ、今日七夕か。七夕。みんななんか願い事ありますか？七夕。キャンちゃんの願い事は甘組全員がいつも幸福でいますように。はい。Today is 七夕 and a lot of people go to shrines and make wishes, specifically wishes relating to love. 土曜日は特別な七夕 ASMR させていただきます。So, if you have a wish, let me know your wish. I did, I saw your wish, Dandelion. Chickens fed, plants watered, turtle needs to be fed tomorrow. I didn't know you have a turtle. I'm sorry if you told me before, but I think this is the first time. I know you had chickens. VTuber under observation. You're job searching. Good luck with the job searching. I have to do some job searching too. Now that YouTube has kyonked me, your girl has to pay bills and buy food. Ah yes, the communal turtle. The family turtle. We love family turtle. Accountant. So, 七夕配信楽しみにしてください. Please look forward to the 七夕 ASMR stream. Why am I doing ASMR? I'm so used to doing ASMR streams. It's like when I just talk to the microphone, I automatically want to start touching it and messing around with it, but I can't. Sam and Nate's chickens. The love story. I would watch that. I would watch a movie about that. I'm tired of love stories between people. We need a chicken love story. ASMR instincts. So today, what were we talking about? Today, I wanted to tell you about the best day of my whole life, which happened on last Sunday. Yes, I think, yeah, happened on Sunday. So very recently was a very unexpected event, but it gave me the will to live. What made you start ASMR? I've been listening to ASMR for about, I think, over 10 years now. Basically since relaxation videos on YouTube kind of started, back before ASMR was even a term. People just called it whisper videos or relaxation videos. And I have pretty bad insomnia, and I've been using it to sleep for a little over a decade now. And I've always wanted to kind of try it myself. I did have a channel back in the day, which you guys will never find. But I only posted like a few videos, and then I had to stop. But you know what? I decided to become a VTuber and decide to give it a go again. Hi, Derpita Gaming. Hisashiburi. You're at the gym. Getting that workout in. I am proud of you, old channel pog Autobot search. You'll never find it. Or if you find it, you won't even know it's me, so maybe some of you have listened to it before. Ohakyan! Ohayo! 今から起きてる人もいらっしゃいます。今日はね、ちょっと雑談ストーリータイムって感じで、先週末に起きた、今まで人生で一番嬉しいこと、ほんまに奇跡的ようなこと、みんなに話したいんですね。語らせてください。Hello, hello, hello! Smash the likes. I'm like shaking. I'm trembling just thinking about it. Okay. もう考えるだけで体がゾクゾクしちゃう。Okay. Breathe. まずは Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Please, make yourself at home. This is my bedroom. I need to change the posters in my room. It's been a while. そろそろ部屋のポスターとかね、ちょっと変えたいと思います。 ね、ちょっと飾ってるものとかね、ちょっと交換してOK、 まずはちょっと背景説明しなければなりません。ごめん、ちょっと同時に日本語と英語で説明していくのでちょっとごちゃごちゃになっちゃうかもしれないんですけど、よろしくお願いいたします。Mucho 元気which we will never find that a challenge. Go internet detectives. Go. Today I'm using the Blue Yeti. I usually use the Blue Yeti for any talking streams that are not ASMR. Just because I don't think 3DO is meant for like just sitting down talking kind of streams, because the ears are too far apart. So it always sounds off a little bit. キャンバンはマナティさん。やっほー、お疲れ様です。おつきょん。今からキャンちゃんに起きた一番嬉しいことについて語っていきたいと思います。Okay, so first for background, if you're new to the channel or you've just become a Glucose Guardian recently, or you've been here for a while but you're not completely sure what my hobbies are, one of my biggest hobbies is going to see Japanese stage plays, specifically in the 2.5D genre. What 2.5D is basically stage adaptations of any material that was originally either a manga, anime, or a video game, specifically those three. And there's a select community of stage actors who put on these productions, and they dress like the characters and they become the characters. And they're kind of like idols, because you'll have fans who go to see the stages who are fans of the original works, and then they become fans of the actors themselves. And each actor will have like their own merchandise or fan club or something like that. So it's a little bit a mix of like idol industry / acting industry. And I have 3 favorite actors, a lot of oshis. The word for your fave in Japanese is oshi. So usually people have 1. I have 3. And my all-time favorite actor is Sana Hiroki, and he played my absolute favorite character in the whole world, Maraihi from Patalero, in the 2016 stage adaptation of Patalero. And then I have 2 more faves. We have Uno Yuya and Goto Dai-chan and Yuya-san. And the 2 of them were also in Patalero, and Dai-chan also plays Maraihi. What happened was there was a cast change in 2020, and Yuya and Dai-chan were in the 2021 Patalero. We're not going to talk about the cast change reason, but I love Maraihi and I love Patalero, so I still support the productions. And it just so happened that the main characters were replaced with my other 2 faves, so I was not that distressed about the cast change as other people. Although Sana's Maraihi will forever be my fave. Ultimate. Just sitting for presentation. I'm gonna summarize quickly in Japanese. キャンちゃんはね、舞台オタクで、推しが舞台 2.5 次元俳優さんの推し3人がいて、最推しはサナヒロキさんですね。キャンちゃんの大好きな舞台パタレロで、世界一好きなキャラクターマライヒ役 演じてくださった。そしてキャスト編された後に宇野裕也さんがバンコロン役で、ゴートダイさんがマライヒ役になりました。3人も大好きです。はい。I have no idea what you're saying, but it sounds sick. Yeah. I knew I was fans of Yuya and Dai-chan before Patalero. Although, I will say, before Patalero, I was like, it was kind of like a pyramid. So Sana was at the top, and then on the next level, I loved Yuya and Dai-chan, and then basically everyone else in the industry. But now it's like I love all three of them at the same level. So it's very difficult. And I have some visuals to help you understand. So まずはこちらは大好きなサナちゃんです。This is Sana as Maraihi in his costume. And this is another picture. So you have Maraihi, or as we like to call him, Sanaihi. It's very common to mix the names of the actor and the character. So こちらはサナイヒですね。サナちゃんが演じるマライヒはサナイヒって呼んでます。And he's so cute. So pretty. I love him. And then from 2021, we have Dai-chan as Maraihi. こちらはゴトダイさんですね。ダイちゃんが演じるマライヒ。かわいいかわいい。He's so cute. He's so pretty. Dai-chan is like one of the prettiest people I've ever seen in my life. And this is him. So this is him from 2021, January, when the third stage Patalero came out. So these are my two best boys. ちょっと待って、maybe I can let me do it like this. We'll have Sana-chan. We'll have Sana, and then we'll have こんな感じ。Okay. No. Dai-chan, you're covering Sana-chan. ちょっと待って。There we go. Dai-chan's picture has a lot of gray space, so let me move Sana-chan's picture up. There we go. こんな感じ。はい。So they're very beautiful. And this story involves the two of them. 今から語る奇跡はこの二人に関する話です。はい。それではよろしくお願いいたします。結構ね、この配信にオタク心が出ちゃうかもしれないんですけど、最後まで見守っていただけたらなと思います。Why is he kissing the other actor? Because it's a love story. They gotta kiss. They gotta kiss, fall in love. So this story involves the two of them. Yuya, I love Yuya too. Unfortunately, he's not in this story. But someday he will be. Okay, so, どうしよう。Let me start from the beginning. So, Dai-chanね。Let me get my pointing lollipop. こちらはね、大ちゃんね、俳優さんだけじゃなくて、絵も描いてます。アーティストですね。学科としても活動してて、たまに個展とか開催したりしてます。So, Dai-chan is not only an actor, he is an artist. And he sometimes does gallery shows, and he has his own brand, and he paints, and he makes merch, and he designs stuff for other people. So Dai-chan has galleries sometimes, and over the weekend he had his second ever solo exhibition. He had a gallery showing with a huge number of pieces, probably the most number of artworks that he's ever shown. So my friend and I decided to go. She also likes Dai-chan. 大ちゃんはね、この間個展開催して、友達と一緒に行くことになりました。友達のことはね、どうしよう、なんて読もうかな。What should I call my friend? We'll call her Emma-chan. Okay, my friend is going to be called Emma-chan. Yes, Emma-chan. So Emma-chan and I were like, hey, Dai-chan is having a gallery, let's go together. So we met Dai-chan back in May. Dai-chan was at another artist event and we got to go meet him, and I actually purchased one of his paintings which he signed to Kyandie, and he mailed it to my house. And it's very cute, it's very beautiful. I still have to get it framed and get it hung up, but right now it's sitting safely in the box so nothing happens to it. But yeah, I met Dai-chan for the first time ever in May. So 実は初めて大ちゃんに直接会ったのは今年の5月でした。他のイベントで大ちゃんが画像ね、複製原画を販売してて、そこにちょっと会いに行って、キャンちゃん、大ちゃんの作品を一つ購入して、大ちゃんがそこにキャンちゃんって名前もサインしてくれました。So that was the first time I met Dai-chan. And I've been this man's fan for about 6 years now. I've been Sana's fan for about 7. This is my first time meeting Dai-chan in person. And so we walked up to the table, and my friend Emma-chan doesn't really speak Japanese. She understands more than she can speak. But Dai-chan speaks English pretty well. So Emma-chan went up to him and started talking to him first, and I was like kind of standing off to the side. And then after they were done talking, Dai-chan was like, he turned to me and, Dai-chan asked, oh, I have a stage play coming up. Are you guys coming to see it? And my friend said, yeah, I'm going with Kyandie. And then she motioned to me, and Dai-chan turned to me, and he started talking to me in English because I guess he assumed I also don't speak Japanese. And I responded in Japanese, and he got really shook. But then I got scared to talk to him, and I started shaking. I was shaking so badly. And I started to back away from the table. I backed up from the table and I turned and I was about to run. I was like, I can't do this. I was about to run. But my friend grabbed my arm. She was like, no, you gotta stay. Just like, you gotta stay. You're not allowed to leave. And Dai-chan and his friend were laughing at me. Well, not laughing like in a mean way, but they were... Dai-chan called me cute. And he was like, no, come back. Come talk with me. And he was very sweet. He complimented my outfit, and he asked how long I've been in Japan, how long I've been studying Japanese. And I gave him some presents, and one of those presents was a drawing of Maraihi that I did. And I gave him the drawing, and he was like really impressed with my artwork. he was like, "Oh my gosh, your art is so pretty." So I drew Maraihi and I gave it to him, and I told him I love you as Patalero, or not as Patalero, as Maraihi, and I love all your roles, but Maraihi is a very important character to me, and I want you to have this. So I gave it to him, and he said he'll keep it and he'll hang it in his house, which was very sweet. So that was the first time I met Dai-chan, and so そうだね、5月に初めて大ちゃんに会って初めて会話して、その時に大ちゃんになんか可愛いって言われて、私が描いたマライヒのイラスト1枚大ちゃんにプレゼントして、大ちゃんがキャンちゃんの絵めちゃめちゃうまくない？めっちゃ綺麗って言われて、なんかもうその時昇天した。もう推しに、しかも絵を描く推しに自分の絵がうまいって言われると、なんか皆さんどんな気持ちになりますか？キャンちゃん嬉しすぎてそこでちょっと涙出ちゃった。 Can we see your art of Maraihi? Maybe. I'm still debating posting it or not, but I'm not really happy with it. It was something that I did very last minute. I finished it on the morning of going to see Dai-chan, so I'm not 100% happy, and I kind of regret giving it to him. But he liked it, so that makes me happy. But yeah, that's just a little bit of background of when I met Dai-chan. So fast forward to last weekend. So my friend and I, the same friend, Emma-chan, that we went to together in May, we went to the gallery to see Dai-chan. So その時ね、M ちゃん、5月に M ちゃんと一緒に大ちゃん会いに行って、今回も M ちゃんと一緒に大ちゃんに会いに行きました。で、M ちゃんはそんなに日本語は話せない、理解はできるけど、そんなに日本語話せないから、大ちゃんはね、ちょっと英語を話せるから、大ちゃんはいつも友達と会話してるとき英語で話してくれて、まあ私と話すときは、まあ英語と日本語どっちも使って話してくれます。So we went to the gallery, and the minute hold on, I have my notes. ちょっとメモ見ます。全部終わってすぐパパパッとメモをたくさん取りました。Okay. Okay, so we went to the gallery, and the minute we stepped through the door, Dai-chan saw us, and he immediately stood up and came over. He walked over to us, and this was my first time seeing Dai-chan stand, because at the previous event he was sitting behind the table the whole time, so I was standing and kind of looking down on him, but this time he was just standing and walking around the gallery too. So for the first time I got to see him standing, and he's very tall. He's so tall. But he just immediately came over and he was like, hi, how are you? Thank you for coming again. Both of you together. And I was like, もう個展入った瞬間、ガラリー入った瞬間、大ちゃんが私たちの方見て、すぐパッて立って、こっちに寄ってきて、また来てくれたんですね、こんにちは、ヤッホーみたいな。すごい、なんか推しにあんな挨拶されるともう死んじゃうよね。もう嬉しすぎてみたいな、覚えてくださったんだ。So he was very very friendly, and then, oh my god, he bowed so deep to us. If you don't know, in Japanese, in Japan, bowing is the way you greet someone or to show your respect, and the deeper you bow, the more respect you're showing. So in normal situations, people just do a very slight slight bow. But Daichan was basically 90 degrees. He was like, his face was parallel with the floor. And I was like, oh my god, Daichan, no, stand up. You don't have to bow to us. Daichan ね、めっちゃ深く礼してくれたんですよ。もうなんか起立礼みたいな。なんか90度ぐらいまで礼してくれて、なんかもうほんまに私たちになんかそこまでしなくていいよみたいな、本当に申し訳ないっていう気分になって、でもまあね、こっちもね湧いちゃうよね。もう本当になんかもう嬉しすぎて言葉が出なかったな、もう。はい。90 degrees, just like he should be. Hot Daichan. Hot pants. So then he told us, take your time, look around, and all of the other Daichan fans were looking at us too. But a lot of them we met in the previous event, so we had a lot of friends, like the Japanese fans. So they came over and talked to us. And one really nice tradition, I guess, in Japan is when you meet other fans, it's common to give each other small presents. So fans will put together little goodie bags with like candy or little stickers that they've made, stuff like that. So this time I made multiple prints of my Maraihi drawing. Last time I wasn't prepared, so I didn't have that many copies. But this time I made multiple copies of my Maraihi drawing and I was giving out them to the other fans. で、他の大ちゃんのファンもたくさんいて、仲良しの子もたくさんいたんで、みんなと差し入れ交換したり、キャンちゃんはね、おやつじゃなくて、自分が描いたマライヒのイラスト、大ちゃんに渡した同じイラストを、いろんな大ちゃんファンに渡したりしてました。So, then Daichan came back and is Kyandie using a normal mic today? Yes, I'm using my Blue Yeti, just my normal chatting mic. So Daichan came back over and he was like, oh yeah, my next gallery will be blah blah blah, and he was telling us about his upcoming projects. And then he brought up a stage play that he's going to be doing in the future. And my friend Emma-chan was like, oh, Kyandie is going to all of the shows of that stage play. And Daichan was like, this is the scary part. He looks me in the eye, smiles, and says, oh, I know. I was like, how do you know? I was like, sir? How do you know that? He had this like little smirk on his face. Oh, I know. Like,大ちゃんがね、他のゲストと話してからまた私たちのところに回ってきて、次の舞台はこれですよって言って言ったら、私の友達が、あ、キャンちゃんそれ宣通する予定なんですよって友達が大ちゃんに言った瞬間、大ちゃんが私の方を見て、知ってるよって言われたけど、ちょっと待って、なんで知ってるのって、もうほんまにびっくりしすぎた。びっくりしすぎた。I choked. I was about to pee. I was like, oh no. What? And then, I remembered back in May, I briefly mentioned to him, like just for a split second, I was like, oh, I'm trying to get tickets to come to every show for your next production. I told him very briefly, and at that time, tickets weren't like on sale. So it wasn't even like a set thing. It was just me telling him like I really want to go to every single show. So I told him, and he was like, "Oh, really? Thank you. Like, good luck. I hope you get all the tickets in the lottery." But it was a very split second, and this is over a month ago. Well over a month ago. He's had an entire stage play in between. He's been memorizing scripts. He's been preparing for his exhibition. He's been doing all sorts of modeling work. I'm like, this man remembered that tiny fact about me. 認知されとる。そう、で、キャンちゃん思い出したんですよ。5月に、ちょっとだけ、もう一瞬だけ、大ちゃんに、次の舞台、全通したいんです。チケット戦争、頑張りますって、最後、別れの時に言って、大ちゃんが、頑張って、待ってるねって言われたんやけど、これもう1ヶ月以上前の話なんですよ。で、大ちゃんがそんな細かいことまで覚えてくださったって、もうびっくりしすぎて、おしっこ漏らすとこだった。I was freaking out. And then when I remembered you have chickens, Nate, little do you know, I have a lore book about you. You might have a lore book about me, but under my bed, I have the Nate lore book. It has diagrams and everything. Your maid pictures, all of it tucked away. The big stuff. So, and then my friend was trying to explain her feelings about the last stage play that we saw him in, and my friend doesn't speak Japanese, so I had to translate for her for Dai-chan, and it was so cute because every time that Dai-chan, he wanted to hear what I had to say, he would like lean in closer to me, and then when he would respond, he tried his best in English, but sometimes he didn't know the words. So the minute he didn't know a word, he would immediately look at me and like raise his eyebrows, and he'd be waiting for me to translate for him. So my dream of translating for my Oshi came true, even if it was just for a conversation. I was like, Dai-chan's waiting for me to translate his words. And it was so cute because he just shows you that he's listening to you. So he just like, it was so adorable. 友達が日本語できないから、私がね、友達の会話全部大ちゃんのために通訳して、大ちゃんは頑張って英語で返したんですけど、やっぱり単語とかもう知らない時にすぐ私の方見て、なんか通訳待ってますみたいな表情出してくれたから、キャンちゃんが推しのために翻訳するっていう、通訳するっていう夢が叶いました。And now, my Tanabata wish, I hope you and Dai-chan could be together forever now. Thank you. But all of the other Dai-chan fans would murder me, so... And then, okay, so at these events, usually you can bring presents for your fave, or you can bring letters. So last time I gave him presents, so this time I wrote him a fan letter, and it's the very first fan letter I've ever written for Dai-chan, and I was super nervous because there was so much I wanted to say, but at the same time I didn't know what to say. So I spent a lot of time writing it, and I wrote his name in calligraphy on the envelope, and I made it really cute, and I wrote it in a pink pen. So I always use the exact same stationery to write fan letters, because that way, if my Oshi gets multiple fan letters from me, they will kind of recognize the stationery. I always use the same like stickers, and I always write it in a pink pen. So I don't know. It's just little touches. But そして初めて大ちゃんにファンレター、お手紙書いたんですよ。前回プレゼント渡したんで、今回はちょっと自分の気持ちをまとめて手紙にして渡そうかなと思って、頑張ってピンクのボールペン使って書きました。頑張って可愛く書きました。So my friend also, I try not to use perfume just because in Japan it seems like Japanese people are very sensitive to smells, and like I didn't want to spray something on it that he might not like, or something that might, I don't know if he has any allergies or stuff like that. So I didn't spray anything on it, but maybe next time I'll use like a scented pen or something. I don't know. But so my friend pulled out her letter and handed it to him, and I didn't think we were going to hand it to him directly, because usually at these events there's a box. There's a present box and there's a letter box, and I just thought we were supposed to put it in there, but my friend was like, oh, by the way, my friend is a huge extrovert. She has no qualms, no reserves. She'll just say whatever she wants. She'll do whatever she wants. Me, on the other hand, I have high social anxiety. On top of that, I'm talking to this man that I have been dreaming of meeting for 6 years, and I've loved him even before I lived in Japan, or I came to Japan. So I'm freaking out. Is this friend single? Sorry, her heart belongs to another actor, unfortunately. But maybe in the future. I am super grateful to her. I am like the Gaijin Smash special power. 友達がね、本当にもう私より勇気があって、めちゃめちゃキャンちゃんはね結構陰キャラなんやけど、友達がねそういうすぐ誰とでも話できるし、やりたいって思ったらすぐやれるし、キャンちゃんはねもうファンで思ってることとか声にできないものだから、もうめちゃくちゃ友達に感謝してます。So she handed him his letter, and then I was like, wait, this is my chance. So I pulled mine out and I handed it to him. And I told him, like, I wrote it in Japanese, but I'm really sorry if my handwriting is messy. And he looks at me, looks me in the eye and says, in English, it's okay. Dirty letter, still art. I'm like, dirty letter. Like, no, Dai-chan, I don't think dirty letter means what you think it means. That's not... And I think the reason he said that is because in Japanese, when you say messy handwriting, you literally use the word for dirty and you use the word for letter. So I think he translated it literally in his head and just said it. But it's supposed to mean messy handwriting, but he's like dirty letters still art. 大ちゃんに手紙渡して、日本語で書いたんですが、字が汚かったら申し訳ないですってちょっと謝ったんですよ、大ちゃんに。で、大ちゃんが私の目見て英語で dirty 大丈夫、汚い字もアートの一つだよってもう素敵な言葉くれたんですけど、英語で言ったから汚い字をそのまま直訳して英語で言ったんですけど、直訳すると英語でちょっとやばい意味になっちゃうから 汚いはちょっとなんかエッチな意味になっちゃうから大ちゃんは英語でエッチなレターエッチな手紙もうアートだよみたいなこと言ってちょっと笑っちゃった。可愛いなって思ってめちゃくちゃ可愛かった。I'm so glad that none of the other fans know English because if they knew, I think they would kill me. I think they would murder me in my sleep if they thought I was writing actual dirty letters to their fans. Although I have heard before that Dai-chan may or may not be a little bit kinky, but that is neither here nor there. I cannot confirm. I also cannot reveal my sources, but in the 2.5D grapevine, I've heard things. So I mean, he might be into that. So, anyways. So hi, okay, let's move on to the next. Okay. So, then Dai-chan had more guests. More people were coming into the gallery, so he had to go talk to them. So Emma-chan and I were just looking around and we were taking pictures of the artwork, and we noticed so many actors were showing up. Like Dai-chan's friends were coming in, and every time someone Dai-chan knew came in, they would take a picture in front of... There was one really big painting, which is the largest painting that Dai-chan has ever done in his life up until now. So that was like the centerpiece of the gallery. So every time one of his actor friends came or a celebrity friend came, they would take pictures for social media in front of the big painting. And that painting was kind of right near the door, so it was one of the first things you saw when you came in. And Emma-chan and I, after we looked at everything, we realized that all these other actors were showing up. So we were just looking at whoever was coming, and we're like, oh my god, it's that person. Oh my god, it's that person. So, 大ちゃんの知り合いの俳優さんもたくさん来てくれたんですよ。朝から晩まで。もう本当にいろんなすごい俳優さんが来てて、大ちゃんはその俳優さん全員と一番でかいペインティングの前で写真撮ったりSNS のための素材撮ったりしてました。で、エムちゃんと一緒にそれをずっと見てて、やばい、あの人だみたいな誰かが入ってくるためにすごいみたいなIt was so fun to just watch him talk with his actor friends. It was really crazy. And he's so cute, and it was really cool to see some of the big actors that I've seen in other productions just show up in their day clothes. And it's the 2.5D stage play actor Joe. It's Billy Bob. It was really fun to just see him be like a big goof and mess around and just talk with his homies. So we were kind of stalking him a little bit. But I also had a memo pad and I was writing down notes. When I go to galleries, I don't like to type things on my phone. I like to take physical notes. So sometimes when I was taking notes, I would feel eyes on me. And every time I looked up, Dai-chan was either like watching me from across the room, or sometimes I would look up and he would be standing right next to me. He just came out of nowhere. He'd be behind me or he'd be standing right next to me, and he always gave me a jump scare. Like, jeez, don't show up so quiet. I'm like, make some noise when you come next to me. Because I'd just be writing, and sometimes he'd come up and he'd be like reading my notes about his art. And then I would just look up at him and he'd smile, and then he'd go away. I'm like, oof. キャンちゃんね、メモ帳にそれぞれの絵に対しての感想書いてた時に、大ちゃんはこっそりね、隣に来て、もう本当に音立てずに隣に来て、キャンちゃん気づいたらもう右に寄るみたいな、後ろに寄るって感じ。もういつもびっくりさせられてて大ちゃんにたまにもう視線も感じて、メモ書いてる途中に上向いたら大ちゃんに見られてるみたいなそんな感じで、でlike eventually he came back over and he asked my friend and he's like, oh, which piece is your favorite? And we both had the same favorite piece. There was one that he used a lot of it was a painting, but he used a lot of mixed media elements, so there was a lot of like physical stuff like stuck to the canvas, and there was like wires coming out of it. It was really cool. So we told him we liked this painting, and also the background of the painting was it was bright yellow, and Dai-chan was like, oh yeah, you guys really captured the essence of what I was trying to say. And then my friend Emma-chan asked Dai-chan, oh, is yellow your favorite color? And Dai-chan was like, yes, because it's very bright and happy. And I told him in English, just like you. And he put his hands on his hips and he was like, yes, just like me. It was so cute. I joked. He's literally the most adorable human being on this planet. I love him so much. I would die for this man. I would kill for this man. If his favorite color was orange, we might have to have a talk. I'd be like, no, Dai-chan, no. Step back, Kyandie, he's fine now. そう、大ちゃんがね、何回も話しかけに来てくれて、キャンちゃんはね、大ちゃんと日本語で話してるけど、大ちゃんの英語もね、めちゃくちゃ可愛いから、英語聞きたくてたまに自ら英語で話しかけて、大ちゃんが英語で答えてくれて、もうそういう楽しいやりとりやってました、推しと。で、this is when my whole life changed. So Dai-chan, he went back over to talk with like some other actors that were there, and my friend and I were standing next to the big painting, near the door, right? And I'm taking more notes in my notebook, and the door opens. And in walks motherfucking Sana Hiroki. Just strolls in, opens the door, just walks in, immediately walks right in front of me, looks at me in the eye as he's walking past. I was like, he was like 30 feet in front of me. I grabbed Emma-chan's arm and I was like, bitch, I think it's Sana. I think that's Sana. I think that's Sana. I think that's Sana Hiroki. I'm like hyperventilating, and she's like, oh my god, is it? She wasn't really too familiar with Sana's face. 今ちょっと日本語で説明します。大ちゃんがね、他の俳優さんと話してて、私とエメちゃんがドアのすぐ隣に立ってて、キャンちゃんはメモ帳でいろいろ書いてました。で、ドアが開けて、誰が入ってきたと思いますか？ピンポーン、サナヒロキです。キャンちゃんのさよしです。私服着てるサナちゃんがそのままパパパとドア開けて入ってきて、前に通って私の目を見てそのまま個展に入ったんですよ。で、キャンちゃんエムちゃんの腕掴んで、サナちゃんだ、サナちゃんここにいる、サナちゃんいるみたいな。大パニック。But I could not believe that it was Sana. He looked me right in the eye. Hi Purple, thank you for coming. Sorry. This is a crazy story. So he looked me right in the eye, and then he passed by. Sana noticed that Dai-chan was talking with other people. So instead of going up to Dai-chan immediately, Sana started looking at the paintings. And he started by looking at the paintings that were closest to us. So he's like right behind my friend. So I grab my friend's arm and I'm like, I think that's Sana. I think that's Sana. And my friend was like, well, is it? Is that Sana's haircut? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, does Sana wear clothes like that? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, does he have his ears pierced? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, well, bitch, it's Sana. It's Sana. And I'm texting my other friends who weren't there, and I'm like, oh my god, you guys, I think Sana Hiroki just walked into the room. キャンちゃんはね、なんか心の中でサナちゃんだって分かってるけど、頭の中でサナちゃんが同じ部屋におるってことなんか追いつけなくて、脳がね、だからちょっと思考停止しちゃって、あ、めちゃめちゃサナちゃんに似てるけど、サナちゃんじゃないよね、まさかサナちゃんここにいるわけないよね。I was like, in my heart I knew it was him, but my brain was refusing to believe it. I'm like, wow, that guy really looks like Sana Hiroki. And Sana's looking at the paintings, but every now and then he'll turn and he'll look at me. So he'll be like, He'll just be like looking at and I'm pretty sure he heard me say, fuck, it's Sana Hiroki out loud. I'm sure he heard me say that. 多分ね、サナちゃんに聞こえられたと思う。友達に、サナちゃんだよね、あれ、サナって多分絶対サナちゃんに聞こえられたと思う。もう恥ずかしい。So finally, Sana makes his way around the gallery, and all of the other Dai-chan fans, they know that Maraihi is my ultimate favorite character, and they know that I love Patalero, and they know that I love both Sana and Dai-chan. So many of the fans started coming to my area, and they were like, Kyandie, it's Sana! Look, it's Sana! They're like, oh my god, you're Oshi's! Congratulations, it's Sana! I'm like, oh my god, it really is Sana. That's when it hit me. I'm like, if girls who aren't even fans of Sana are telling me that it's Sana, then it has to be Sana, because I know his face so well. So if other people who are not looking at his face as much as I look at his face are telling me that it's him, it has to be him. It has to be him. Double Maraihi. They literally said that. The girls were like, ねえねえねえ、見て。ダブルマライヒだよ。他の大ちゃんのファンが、私はパタリロの大ファンで、マライヒが大好きで、サナちゃんと大ちゃん、二人とも推してるってこと、周りの大ちゃんのファンがみんな知ってて、いろんな人がね、私のとこに集まって、ねえ、キャンちゃん見て、サナちゃんだよ。キャンちゃんの大好きなサナちゃんだよ。ダブルマライヒ。ダブルマライヒ。And I was hyperventilating at this point. I was like, I was freaking out. And then so Sana-chan made his way around the gallery, and this time he was standing across the room, but right in front of me. And he was looking at the paintings on the wall, so his back was to me. So I was just taking a good long look at him. I was like, oh, it really is Sana. It's him. He's right there. And Dai-chan finally realized that Sana was there. So Dai-chan kind of sneaks up behind Sana and then taps him on the shoulder. And Sana's like, hey, it's you. And Dai-chan's like, hey, Sana. And then they do like this weird little handshake. You know, the thing that guys do. Where y'all like start hitting each other. To assert your dominance or whatever, you know. They start doing that, and then Dai-chan's like, thank you for coming, and Sana-chan's like, of course, and I couldn't really hear what they were saying because they were a little bit too far away, and we were also standing next to like this little speaker that Dai-chan had that was playing music. So I couldn't hear, but just watching the two of them interact was so freaking cute. It warmed my heart so much. サナちゃんとやっとダイちゃんがサナちゃんが来てるって気づいて、サナちゃんの後ろにこっそり覗いて、サナちゃんヤッホーみたいな、サナちゃん驚かせて、二人ともね。男子の謎の挨拶して二人とも接してるとこをキャンちゃんはずっと後ろからニコニコしながら見てました。推し二人が生でね目の前で接してるとこなかなか見れないから、特に舞台とか見てるとみんなやっぱり役やってるからね、そういう数の人として数の人普通自分としてはね他のキャラクターと他の人とやり取りできないから、こういうのなかなか見れないし、初めて同じ場所に生でサナちゃんとダイちゃん見れたから、もうキャンちゃんすごく嬉しくて1秒も見逃したくなくて、ちょっと気持ち悪い気持ち悪いけどずっとジロジロ見てました。And at this point, so many of the Dai-chan fans have just gathered around me and they're like, can you believe it? It's double Maraihi. The thing that you wanted to see more than anything in the whole world. They're right in front of you. And then, so Dai-chan was like, oh, Sana, let's take a picture. So the two of them moved to the big table with the big painting where everyone else was taking pictures. And that was right next to us. So my friend Emma-chan and I were standing right there, and I like grabbed her sleeve and I made her come like out of the way so they could go and take pictures. And all of the Dai-chan fans they pushed me to the front of everyone. Every time Dai-chan stopped to take a picture with someone, like the whole room just kind of would watch him take a picture with the people because it was so cute. So everyone in the gallery has kind of paused what they're doing and they're all looking at Dai-chan and Sana take a picture, but the Japanese fans were like, Kyandie, you gotta stand in front, make sure you get a good view of both of them. which was really sweet. They gave me like the best spot. And then my friend was like, "Oh my god, Kyandie, your drawing of Maraihi, you have to give it to Sana." And I'm like, "Oh, I really want to, but I can't talk to him. I can't talk to Sana." And then the Japanese fans were like, no, you have to give it to him. Like, this is your chance. That's meant to be. You have to give Sana your drawing. You have to tell him. And I'm like, I can't do it, you guys. It's too much. It's too much. Maybe I'll give it to Dai-chan, and I'll ask Dai-chan to give it to Sana. And and they were like, no, it has to be you. So the minute that Dai-chan and Sana stopped taking, like, they finished taking the pictures, and they were still standing there in front of that big table. And they were standing there, and they were just talking. So one of the Japanese fans grabbed my hand, and she's like, "We're going. I'm taking you to Sana." I'm like, no, I can't. And then my friend Emma-chan and all of the other Dai-chan fans, well, not all of them, but the ones that I'm close with, so like 10 girls, 10 tiny Japanese girls are pushing me on the back, like physically. They are shoving me towards Sana. And I'm digging my feet into the ground. I'm like, I can't go. I can't do this. I'm like, I don't even know what I will do. So they're like pushing, and they're strong. They are fucking strong. they're so strong. So, and also I'm wearing heels, so it's not really working, and I'm being propelled forward. And finally, they give me one final push, and I kind of stumble, but I catch myself, and I stop right in front of Dai-chan and Sana. Like, right in the middle of them. 3 feet away. I can smell both of their cologne. And the whole gallery goes silent. Even the music stopped playing at that moment. I think it got to the end of his playlist, so there was no noise. Like, I just stopped right in front of them. And Sana's looking at me, and Dai-chan's looking at me. I know. And everyone's like holding their breath. They're all watching. キャンちゃんはね、サナちゃんとダイちゃん写真撮ってるところを見てて、他のダイちゃんのファンが、ね、キャンちゃんが描いたマライヒのイラストをサナちゃんに渡して、今がチャンスだよ、サナちゃんに渡さないといけないんだよって言われて、キャンちゃんは、いや、そんな直接おいしに話しかける勇気ない、もう渡したいけど無理って言ってたけど、ファンが全員で私の背中を押してて、もう無理やりサナちゃんとダイちゃんの前に連れて行かれたんですよ。もう11人ぐらい私の背中をプッシュして、もう行けみたいな。結局私が頑張って提供したんですけど、やっぱり1対11人はちょっと無理やから、結局ね、サナちゃんとダイちゃんのもう真ん前にもう立ってて、その時に音楽もね、ダイちゃんがかけてた音楽もシーンってなって、ギャラリーに行った全員シーンとなっちゃったんですよ。もうサイレント、本当に無音。キャンちゃんの心、もう心臓しか聞こえない、ほんまに。 ほんまに心臓しか聞こえん。So I'm like standing and I'm like, oh my god, it's Sana. It's Sana. And then I opened my mouth and the most strangled greeting came out. 14 fucking years of studying Japanese for this moment and could not speak. I sounded like a dying animal. I was like, はじめまして。もう本当にこんな感じで挨拶したんですよ。もう日本語、14年間日本語勉強してるのに、この瞬間のために勉強してきたのに、日本語が全部飛んじゃってさ、もうこんな声で、はじめまして。言ってて日本語上手ほんまに日本語勉強したての外国人みたいな感じになって I said that and then Sana said Sana was like あ、はじめまして and then he bowed to me Sana fucking Hiroki bowed to me a pleb fucking garbage he bowed to a trash can サラちゃんがね丁寧にはじめましてって言って私に礼してくれたんですよ挨拶でもうキャンちゃんが泣かないようにもうずっと頭の中で考えた泣いちゃダメ泣いちゃあかんずっと連続に考えててThis is too much gorge. It was too much gorge. I was telling myself over and over in my head, I'm like, don't cry, bitch. I swear to God, if you let one tear come out of your eye, do not cry in front of this man. That's all I was thinking. I'm like, don't cry. And then I didn't know what to say, so I opened my mouth and nothing came out. And I turned to look at my friends and they were all like waving their hands. They're like, yeah, you got this. So I like turned back to Sana and Daichan. And Daichan, my wingman, before I could say anything, Daichan gestures to me and looks at Sana and says, well, he said it in Japanese because Sana doesn't speak English, but he said, oh yeah, Sana, I wanted to tell you, this is Kyandie. He said my name, no hesitation, no, he didn't even have to think about it. He didn't have to like, thank you for coming. Sorry about the weird story. I hope you have a great day. Thank you. He's like, yeah, Sana, I wanted to tell you this is Kyandie. And he called me Kyan-chan. So he doesn't even use san, he uses chan, which means we're besties.キャンのね、ほんまに言葉が出なくて、大ちゃんがもう助けてくれたんですよ。私の方に手差して、大ちゃんが代わりにサナちゃんに、そうサナちゃんずっと紹介したかった。こちらはキャンちゃんですってキャンちゃんだよみたいなサナちゃんに言って、私の代わり、しかも名前もう考える間もなく、もうペラペラキャンちゃんってもう名前出ちゃったんですよ。 ほんまに。It was like he didn't even need to think. He's like, oh yeah, this is Kyandie. And no hesitation. So I immediately bow down to Sana. I bow super deep. キャンちゃんはね、その瞬間めちゃめちゃ深くお礼して、多分キャンちゃんはね90度ぐらいだったんですよ。角度ね。サナちゃんに深く礼して、I bowed 90 degrees to Sana. And then I was like, Kyandiieです. And then I told him about a very specific comment that I left on one of his streams before. And I can't tell you what it is, but it was something very specific that he read my comment out loud, and he was really surprised when he read that comment. So I told him, I was like, oh yeah, I'm the person who wrote that comment that you read. And then Sana, his eyes become huge, and he's like, oh my god, that was you. And I'm like, yeah, it was me. And Sana starts freaking out. He's like, what? That was you. つって深く礼してからサナちゃんにサナちゃんに前のサナちゃんの配信でこのコメントを送ってサナちゃんに読んでいただきましたみたいなサナちゃんにしかわからないことちょっと言ったら、サナちゃんがもうサナちゃんの目がめちゃくちゃ大きくなって、サナちゃんがあなたですかみたいな、あの方あなたですか、すごいみたいな。And so, and then apparently when I was saying this to Sana, I didn't know until after the whole interaction, but apparently my friend told me afterwards, the friend who was listening from the side said, OMG, just kiss already. My friend told me when I was stuttering and fumbling in front of Sana, Dai-chan said to Sana, isn't she cute? Like, apparently he said that. And I didn't even hear it, because all I could hear was my heart pounding in my ears. That's all. I couldn't hear anything else. I was dead to the world. I was like, I could just hear the blood pumping through my ears, trying not to die. 実はサナちゃんに自己紹介してた時に、これはね、後で友達に聞いたんですけど、自己紹介してる途中に大ちゃんがサナちゃんに、この子めっちゃ可愛くない？って言ってたらしいですよ。キャンちゃんはね、もうね、頭の中真っ白になってたから聞き取れんかったけど、後で友達がねえねえキャンちゃん聞いた？大ちゃんがキャンちゃんのこと可愛いって言ってたよみたいな。I was like, oh my god. So, and then Dai-chan, before I can, again, him being the best wingman, before I can make a big fool out of myself for the second time, Dai-chan jumps in and says, そう、サナちゃん、ずっと言いたかったのよ。キャンちゃんはね、パタリロとマライヒが大好きなのよ。そう。大ちゃんがね、またサナちゃんに、私のために言ってくれて、 he jumped in and he was like, Sana, I've been meaning to tell you that Kyandie loves Pataluro and loves Maraihi. And then Sana looks at me again and his eyes are even bigger. He's like, whoa, oh my god, really? I guess because, well, one, it's been a long time since Sana has been in Pataluro, and two, Pataluro is a very obscure series. Not a lot of Japanese people even know about it, especially like foreigners. Like, he doesn't expect foreigners to know about Pataluro. So he was shook. でサナちゃんもっとびっくりしちゃって、なんか驚いて、やっぱりパタリロ、日本人でパタリロしてる人も少ないし、やっぱりね、いきなり外国人の子が寄ってきて、パタリロとかマライヒ大好きですって言ったら、それはびっくりしちゃうし、サナちゃんがマライヒ演じてからもうさらに4年間経ってるから、サナちゃんもちょっとパニックになって、and then Sana bowed to me again and he was like, Maraihi desu. I'm Maraihi. And then Dai-chan looks at me and he's like, Maraihi desu. So I'm Maraihi. And then they both put their arms around each other while looking at me and say, in English, we're double Maraihi. I almost hit the floor. I was almost on the floor, clutching my pearls, clutching my heart. I'm so glad I didn't faint because the floor was made of like really hard concrete, so that would have been bad. サナちゃんが私に、あ、マライヒですって言って、その後大ちゃんがマライヒですって言って、二人とも腕をね、お互いの肩に回して同時に私を見ながら英語で We are double マライヒって言ってくれた。I was fucking losing my shit. I was like, oh my god. So I took, my hands are shaking. I take out the drawing of Maraihi. I take it out. My hands are still trembling. I take it out. And then, all of a sudden, my Japanese comes back. Like, shoop, it comes back into my head. And every single thing that I have been feeling about Pataluro and about Maraihi for the past 6 years, since Sana played Maraihi in 2016, every single thing came bubbling to the surface, and I poured my heart out to Sana. Everything that I've ever wanted to write him in a fan letter but never could. Everything that I've wanted to say to him. I told him. Chicken. Can you imagine if I started saying that in front of someone? で、その時ね、キャンちゃんは手が震えながら、自分が描いたマライヒの絵をカバンから出して、その時にね、一瞬で日本語全部戻ってきて、2016年、もうサナちゃんが初めてマライヒをやった時からキャンちゃんが思ってるキャンちゃんの気持ちとか感想もう全部ね、そこでバーってペラペラってサナちゃんに話した。もうずっと心の中に抱いてた、胸の中に抱いてた気持ち全部サナちゃんに伝えました。で、サナちゃんはね、ずっともうじっくり私の話聞いて、目がね、どんどん大きくなって、 チャナちゃんもね少しずつ近づいてきてくれてもうすっきりした。本当になんかパタリロに命助かりましたとか、本当にマライヒのおかげでここまで生きてこれたとか、なんかもうちょっと重かったかもしれないんやけど、ほんまにね、サナちゃんのマライヒに救われてます、永遠に感謝してますみたいな、もう全部バーって言っちゃった。I told, actually it wasn't that long. Okay, when I say everything, I just told him the main points, but I spilled it out, and I told him, you know, my life has been saved because of Patalero, and I am so grateful for everything that you've done, and thank you for always protecting Maraihi and bringing my beautiful boy to life, and thank you for always giving me reason to smile, and not just Patalero, but I told him, キャンちゃん関西弁かわいい、ありがとう。関西弁好きだよ、好きやで時々関西弁も使っちまうから楽しみにしてて時々出る、お前に湧いた時に出るSo I told Sana, on my worst nights I slept with the Patalero DVD under my pillow, and for the first few Pataleros I wasn't in Japan, so I couldn't see them live, and I told him my whole dream was to see Patalero live, and like now I'm in Japan and I never thought I would meet him and be able to tell him these things, and I told him he's one of the reasons that I moved to Japan, and I told him everything, and Sana, his eyes were just getting bigger and bigger, and he kept getting closer and closer to like listen, and he was like nodding his head and really like getting into the conversation. Well, it wasn't really a conversation, it was just me pouring my heart out. So finally, I, with really bad trembling hands, I give him the picture, and he took it from me so carefully. He was so gentle, and our fingertips almost touched. They almost touched, but not quite. I made sure not to touch him because that would be no. But he took it, and the minute he saw it, he let out the biggest gasp. He saw it and he was like well, it was a little bigger than that. I'm trying to be a little quiet, but he was like, the man was shook. The man was shook. キャンちゃんね、もう心からもう思ってることを全部そこでサナちゃんに伝えて、もうブルブル震えてる手でサナちゃんに絵を渡したら、サナちゃんがめちゃくちゃ優しく私から絵を受け取ってくれて、見た瞬間ってなったサナちゃんがって声出しちゃって、書いたんですか？書いたの？うまくない？でサナちゃんが大ちゃんの方見て、うまくない？美しいって言ってた。So Sana immediately he's like, hey, did you drew this? What? It's beautiful. You drew this? And then he looked at Dai-chan and he's like, she drew this. I was like Dai-chan, I gave him the copy of this picture back in May, and then this time I had brought like 15 copies to give out to the other fans. I usually don't give out snacks because I don't know if anyone has allergies, or I just don't know what people will like in general. So instead of giving out snacks as little presents to the other fans, I give out copies of my drawings. So I just so happened to have an extra copy, and I didn't know that Sana was gonna be there. So I gave it to him, and he was like looking at me and looking at the picture, looking at Daichan, and Daichan was just standing there smiling and nodding the whole time. He was like, yeah, she drew it. And then I was not ready for what Sana said next. Sana looks at me and he's like, いくらですか?いくらですか?サナちゃん、推しにいくらですかって聞かれた。やばない。自分が描いた絵を見て、いくらですかって聞いてくれた。Sana looks me in the eye and he says, How much? How much is it? He asked me twice. And I'm fighting tears. And before I can say anything, Daichan, he's like, $500. Pay Kyandie $500. I'm like, let me remind you, we are in a gallery. Daichan is an established artist. He draws extremely well. And he paints and he does everything. Daichan thought my art was worth $500. And then Sana was like, OMG, you're right. Sana ちゃんがいくらですかって聞いた後に、私が答えられる前に、大ちゃんがね、5万円、キャンちゃんに5万円払えよってサナちゃんに言ったんで。やばない？しかも大ちゃんの個展に来てるし、大ちゃん絵めちゃくちゃうまいし、絵がうまい推しに自分の絵の価値観はもう5万って言われた。もうやばいやばい。Oh my. So I immediately start choking, and then they look at me and I'm like, no, it's a present, it's for you, it's just for you, and I really hope that my feelings of Maraihi are in the picture. And then Sana bows to me again, and he's like, thank you so much, I'll treasure it forever. He literally said treasure. He was like, で、サナちゃんがもう一回私にお礼して、めちゃくちゃ丁寧に皮の中に入れて、サナちゃんが私に一生宝物にしますって言われたって言ってくれた。私に一生宝物にしますって言ってくれた。やばないですか？やばい。He's like, Sana put it in his bag so carefully. He was so gentle with it. He's like, I will treasure it forever. I can't. I don't deserve him. I don't deserve him. But and then I told him, like, you know, I'm really looking forward to seeing Double Maraihi on stage someday, and I really, you know, I can't wait for my dream to come true. And Sana looked at me and he said, I'll look out for you, don't worry, I'll look for you, and thank you for always supporting. And I'm so happy that we could meet. And then Dai-chan looks at me and he's like, oh, your art is so great, and I'm so happy you got to see Double Maraihi. Dai-chan was congratulating me on seeing Double Maraihi, even though he's one half of Double Maraihi. サナちゃんにいつか舞台上に立つダブルマライヒ見れるの楽しみにしてます。これからもずっと応援してますって言ったら、サナちゃんもね、今日会えて本当に良かったです。まあ、次はキャンちゃん探すぞみたいな待ってますって言われて、で大ちゃんが私を見て、キャンちゃんの絵も本当に素敵だし、今日ダブルマライヒに会えたこと本当に嬉しいよって、俺も嬉しいよって言われて、キャンちゃん、その時ね、めちゃくちゃもう涙がね、もう出ちゃうところだったから、ひたすら二人にお礼して、お邪魔しましたって言ってそのまま友達のとこに逃げちゃった逃げちゃった。So I was like, I couldn't see either of their faces well because tears were pooling in my eyes and my vision was so blurry. And I'm like, at this point, I'm just bowing to both of them really, really aggressively. Not aggressively, but just rapidly I'm bowing. And I'm like, I'm so sorry for interrupting your picture and thank you for your time. And then I turn and I run back to my friends. And the minute I run back to them, everyone starts clapping. They all start clapping. All of my friends, they're like, oh my god, you did it. You did it. That was amazing. You met Double Maraihi and you did it. And they're all clapping and like cheering for me, and Dai-chan and Sana are watching me. And the music starts playing again magically. I guess they fixed the speaker. 友達のところに戻ったらもう全員めちゃくちゃ大きな拍手してくれて、はい、大きな拍手してくれて、キャンちゃんすごいじゃん、夢叶ったね、ダブルマライヒに話したねみたいな、お疲れって、おめでとうってめちゃめちゃみんな声かけてくれて、キャンちゃんはねの涙流しちゃって、わーって頭の中真っ白になってた。It was so surreal. And I looked at my friend, and that's when my friend Emma-chan said like, oh yeah, did you hear Dai-chan called you cute? And I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, Dai-chan, when you were introducing yourself to Sana, Dai-chan said, oh, isn't she really cute, to Sana? And then I started crying harder. That was just and everyone was patting me on the back. And so then Sana left. It was getting close to nighttime, so Sana left, and the rest of the time we were just chilling in the gallery. And this other really popular actor, Masamichi, came, and Masamichi is really handsome, and also he played Kyoya in the Oran High School Host Club stage that I saw in January. So he showed up and I was like, oh my god, it's Kyoya. And then Masamichi came over to us. We didn't have to go over to him. He came over to us and introduced himself to me and my friend. He just walked out. He was so smooth. He was like, oh hi, I'm Masamichi. We're like, we know. We know who you are. You don't need any introduction. But we introduced and we talked for a little bit. Masamichi was also in the 2021 Kurosuji musical. Actually, fun fact, Sana, Dai-chan, and Masamichi were all in the 2021 Kurosuji musical. So we were talking for a bit, and a lot of other actors came. And what else? Okay, so we were getting ready to leave. It was the end of the day, and the gallery was going to be closing soon. So my friend and I went to Dai-chan's table, and we wanted to say goodbye to him before we left. So we went, and I thanked Dai-chan for coming, or for what? I can't talk. I thanked Dai-chan for introducing me to Sana. Well, first, I told Dai-chan thank you for all of your really hard work, and please get some rest, and it's really hot, so take care of yourself. I don't want you getting sick or fainting. And Dai-chan was like, thank you. I'll drink lots of water and be super Genki. And so he said that, and then I said thank you for introducing me to Sana, and Dai-chan looks me in the eye, and he says in English again, he says, Sana remember you. He remember you. I'm like, and then I said, I'm so excited to see both of you again, and I'm so excited to go to your next gallery whenever it is. And then Dai-chan and I kind of have a little inside joke that we started. Basically in the Patalero DVD of the 2021 version, they have special cast interviews at the end, and the cast interviews are all done in English, even though Dai-chan's really the only one who speaks English. So in the interview, they asked Dai-chan what are his favorite flowers, and Dai-chan's listing flowers. He's like, yeah, you know, the roses, carnation, lilies, the turmeric. In the interview, he's like, turmeric? Oh wait, that's not a flower, that's a spice. And I can't say it as funny as he did, but that shit cracks me up every time I look at it, and it's my favorite. And it was always my dream since I saw the DVD in 2021. I always dreamed, I'm like, if I ever met Dai-chan, I would tell him that scene gets my goat every single time. And I finally I told him that back in May. I was like, I really love the turmeric scene in the interview, and he's like, oh yeah, turmeric. And then, so this time before we left the gallery, I looked at him and I was like, turmeric. And he looks at me, he's like, turmeric. And I'm like, you like turmeric? And he's like, yeah, I like turmeric. And I said, your favorite flower is? And he said, turmeric. And then Dai-chan says in English, not me. Maraihi said favorite flower is turmeric. And then I looked at Dai-chan and I'm like, but you're Maraihi. And then he looks at me, he's like, yes, I'm Maraihi. So cute. I died. It was so precious. And then and then I waved goodbye to him and I said bye-bye. And he said, get home safe, thank you for coming. And we left. And then I started crying on the way home. So that was the story of the happiest day of my life. which I was not expecting that to happen at all. Literally the most random thing to ever happen. But yeah, I'm super thankful to my friend. I'm gonna just translate to Japanese real quick. 最後に別れの時に大ちゃんにもう一回サナさんに紹介してくださってありがとうございますって言って大ちゃんが私の目見て英語でサナちゃんはキャンちゃんのこと覚えてるよ絶対覚えてるって言ってくれてまた泣きそうになって大ちゃんにもう本日一日お疲れ様です帰ってゆっくりしてくださいって言って二人の間にちょっとネタができて前のパタレオの DVD の特典に英語インタビューが入ってて大ちゃんね英語で好きな花言ってる時にちょっと話せなくてスパイスのターメリックって言っちゃったんですよでそれがキャンちゃんにとってもめちゃくちゃ可愛くて面白くて大ちゃんに会うたびにいつも大ちゃんにターメリックって言ったら大ちゃんはターメリックって言ってくれるからちょっと二人でターメリックのやりとりやってキャンちゃんはニコニコしながらもう個展出て帰り道はずっと泣きながら帰りました今まで人生で一番幸せな一日でしたもう本当にねもう朝起きた時サナちゃんが来てサナちゃんに話せると何も思わなかったのでもう本当に行ってよかったと思いますキャンちゃんは生きててよかったと思います I just like I don't even have words. I'm sorry that I'm not the best storyteller, so I know that the story was probably all over the place, and me translating it part by part in Japanese as well might have been a little bit jarring. But for those of you who stuck around to the end to listen to my silly nonsense, thank you so much. It really was the best experience in my life, and it's something that I'm so grateful for. And I never ever dreamed that it would happen. I know it sounds like a Wattpad fanfiction, and to be honest, part of me still does not believe that it really happened. The only proof that I have is one, my friend and like everyone in the whole gallery was there, and two, I don't have any more copies of my Maraihi drawing. I mean, I have the original drawing. I could print more, but I have run out of all of the copies that I printed. So that is the only proof that I have of this interaction. But it honestly, 2016 Kyandie would be shaking, crying, screaming, throwing up. It was so surreal. I almost didn't go that day because the weather was bad and I was kind of not in the best mood when I woke up. I was feeling a little bit sick and it was hot, and a part of me almost didn't go that day. My original plan was to go in the afternoon for 2 hours or so, and then leave. Thank God I went in the evening, because that's when Sana showed up. Everything just fell into place, and I don't know how, I don't know what I did to deserve that, but it was just an out-of-body experience. And I really wanted to share it with you guys because, one, I love sharing things with you guys, and two, honestly, I will admit, like, YouTube and doing streaming has helped me been able to go to a lot more events and stage plays and stuff, and I really enjoy sharing the stage play culture and talking about the actors with you. So I wanted to share like this milestone in my life. Yes, and I'm so glad that you enjoyed it and fangirled with me. 本当にね、もうこうやってキャンちゃんは自分の好きなもの、好きな人に関してこうやってみんなに語れるってもう本当に心の底から感謝してるし、皆さんもね、キャンちゃんの話、しょうもない話なんけどこうやってね、1時間2時間聞いてくれるってほんまに嬉しくて、もう心がほかほかしてます。ほかほかしてます。ほんまにみんなにね、こうやってキャンちゃんの人生で起きたこと、ちょっと少しずつシェアしていけたらな。もうみんなで楽しみたいし、ワクワクしたいから、ね、これからもいろいろあると思うので、楽しみにしててください。はい。I want to do a super chat. Oh, I'm sorry, Sam. We have to wait until the 20th. But it'll be here before we know it. And of course, I want to thank... they're not listening to the stream, but I want to thank Dai-chan for being so kind and so welcoming and helping me out when he saw that I was struggling. And I want to thank Sana for not getting a restraining order. Not yet. Maybe I'll open my mailbox tomorrow and there will be some documents from the government being like, hey, you need to... you cannot be within this much distance of Sana Hiroki ever again. But, yeah, the whole experience was just wild. And I want to thank them for existing. I want to thank them for being double maraihi and protecting my favorite boy, and always bringing me lots of happiness. Not just me, but happiness for so many fans around Japan and hopefully more international. How are Japanese stage plays different in comparison to the ones in the West? Well, there are different types of stage plays. Specifically, the ones that I watch are in the 2.5D genre, which means they are based off of material that are originally 2D, so manga, anime, or video games. And the whole point of it is to be... the actors are supposed to portray the characters almost like the exact same way, like as if they're coming directly out of the 2D material onto a stage. And the way the stages are set up, you're supposed to kind of watch it as if you're watching an episode of the anime or reading a chapter of the manga. You're not really supposed to see it just like you would watch a normal stage play. So sometimes the props will be very almost like two-dimensional, or they'll use a lot of visual digital effects, like there'll be a screen in the background and they'll use imagery from the anime or the manga or the game. So it's a blend of 2D and 3D, which is why it's called 2.5D. I don't really know how to explain it unless you go and watch one physically, but it's a very cool experience. And again, I think in Japan, because the industry is kind of very mixed with idol culture, the culture of having like favorite actors and going to their events and buying their merch and being in their fan club, I think that culture is kind of unique, whereas I think in other countries, for example, Broadway, I'm sure people have their favorite Broadway actors or actresses, but the viewing culture is a little bit different. Like, I don't hear Broadway actors having their own bromides or like the kind of photo cards that you can collect of the actors. I don't hear that, or I don't see fans showing up with like Ida bags of their favorite Broadway actors, you know, so that kind of thing. The culture is very different, I would say, but there are other aspects of Japanese theater as well that are more similar to theater in other countries, specifically Broadway or Western theater, and that is very different from 2.5D. So a lot of times 2.5D actors will graduate from the 2.5D world and they will go on to do more things similar to Broadway or just regular theater. For example, like Shrek the musical is coming, so I will not be seeing Shrek the musical, but I will definitely be looking forward to the reviews. I think my one friend is going to see it, so I'm excited to see or hear what she thinks of Shrek. The guy playing Shrek is actually really good friends with Sana. Sana loves him. Sana's like obsessed with the guy who's going to play Shrek, so I'm super excited to hear. You smell a business opportunity? It would be really interesting to see how the Japanese model of like stage plays would work in a Western setting. I think that would be a good experiment to do. Yeah. I can't believe you won't be watching Shrek the musical. I can't see it because I'll be in Italy at that time. It'll be done by the time I'm back in Japan. But I'll be there in spirit. I'd like to hear Sana or Dai say Shrek. Shrek's line of "Get off my..." I think Sana would really like Shrek. I'm sure he's seen it. But the funny thing is, almost everyone in Sana's family speaks English except for him. But I'm sure he knows at least he knows swear words. So I'm pretty sure he heard me say "fuck it, Sana" when he walked in. Shrek is love. Shrek is life. No, Sana is love. Sana is life. I bet you would see Shrek if Sana was playing more. I want Sana to play the donkey. The most beautiful donkey. And Dai-chan can be Fiona. Yes. Pan Pandit, have a great day. Thank you for sticking through my rambles. Sending love. Arigato. Mwah. The only words you need. みんなね、いつもキャンちゃんのしょうもない話聞いてくれてありがとう。今ちょっとまたシュレックのミュージカルシュレックの話に戻っちゃったんやけど、キャンちゃんは感激しないが、友達がね感激したいって言ってるから、後で友達にちょっと感激レポート聞いて、8月になったらみんなにもちょっとミュージカルシュレックの感想でちょっと言ってみたいなと思ってます。Who plays the dragon? Yuya can play the dragon. Because Yuya's strong. Oh, so if you want to know how I view my Oshis, I have said this before in other streams. I do not have romantic feelings for my Oshis. I do joke about it sometimes, but in reality, I don't know them as people. Like, I've had these few interactions and they've been very great, but at the end of the day, I don't know them as people, and yeah, I don't have romantic feelings for my Oshi. However, if if I had to say, Sana to me, I love Sana. I love Sana. I think he's very beautiful. I think he's very talented. But I feel of him more like that weird cousin that you see at family gatherings that's also very talented and very crazy. Like, they're really cool to hang out around, but also they are insane and kind of scary. So that's how I view Sana. Dai-chan is my bestie. Like, I would totally go get a coffee with him, and I feel like we could just talk about everything for hours and hours. We could talk about so many topics and art, and Dai-chan, I just feel he's so intelligent and well-read, and I don't have romantic feelings. However, here is a PowerPoint on all the men I would sell my best friend for. Slide 1. No one. I love my best friend and treasure her very much. There is no man that I would ever trade for in place of her. She is my one and only, and I don't need a guy, and I love her forever. Slide 2. Sana. So, yes, Dai-chan would be my best friend. And then Yuya. Yuya's husband material. Yuya's hot, okay? I may not have romantic feelings. Well, if you asked me if I had romantic feelings for him, I would lie. And, yeah. That's... That's all I'm gonna say. Yuya looking like a whole snack. Yeah, Yuya's husband material. Let's just say that. Oh no, it's not just his looks. He's just his personality too. I just love it so much. Yuya is wait, I think I had a picture of Yuya before. これね、ちょっとYuyaさんの顔、見たことないっていう人もいるからちょっと見せます。この写真多分前に見せたことあると思うんやけど。Okay, this is Yuya. Ah, jump scare. Yuya jump scare. This is him, not in costume, just him with his dimples. That's Yuya. And I want him to punch me in the face with that ring. Respectfully, of course. And he would, because he's a gentleman. Kochira wa Unopi desu. And then, yeah. So that's Yuya. And the only thing wrong with him is that he bites his ice cream. But it's okay. We can fix that. We can get therapy. It's okay, sweetie. We can get therapy. But yeah. He looks good. He does martial arts. He went to med school. He rides horses. He plays baseball. He cooks. He can kind of speak English. We have the same taste in music. What else? He likes camping, so he's good out in the woods in case a zombie apocalypse happens. He has good style. he likes animals and children. I don't like children, so if we were ever in a situation where we had to talk to children, Yuya could talk to the children for me. So yeah, Yuya is husbando material, but everyone else. Just, he's literally me. Yuya looks like a cool gentleman. I mean, I like children. I just don't... I'm not a big fan of interacting with it. Children are fine if they're far away from me and they're doing their own thing and I'm doing my own thing. I'm just... I don't know. I don't know how to interact with children. But children really like me and they always come up to me and like, I get looked at a lot by kids, especially in Japan. And I wear a lot of very colorful clothing, pink, like very cute clothing. So a lot of times little girls will look at me and be like, "Oh, it's a princess," which is really nice. It always makes me feel good about myself. So, flashback to that. Kyanbanwa, Kyanbanwa, お疲れ様です。ZatsuKyan. Could Yuya make a good third Marahi? No, Yuya plays Marahi's boyfriend. Yuya plays Bankuran. ちょっと待って。バンコランやってるYuyaさんの写真ないかな。ね。So Yuya plays... He's in Patolero too, but he plays Marahi's boyfriend, Bankuran. 1 second. よいしょ。No. That's not what I wanted. One second. I am on. Wait, no. Okay. ちょっと待って。Okay, there we go. Can they dress like a Disney princess? Now I know why Yuya Dai-chan Sana can recognize these. Oh yeah, when I went to Sana's fan event in March, Yuya was the guest in Sana's fan event, and I was sitting in the second row during the part where Yuya was the guest, and Yuya made eye contact with me for the entire 30 minutes that he was there on stage. He would not look away, and obviously I'm supposed to be looking at the stage because I'm the audience member, and you know, Sana and Yuya are sitting next to each other on the stage, so I'm looking at them. But Yuya is supposed to be looking at everyone, but he just stared at me for the 30 minutes. And sometimes I'd be looking at Sana, I could still feel his eyes on me, and I'd look back at him, and he'd immediately look at the ceiling. It was so obvious. He'd look at the ceiling or he'd look at the wall. And then he'd eventually glance back over. I'm like, Yuya, please. ちょっと待って。I'm trying to find the pictures of Okay, this is Yuya as Bankoran. So he is Marai's boyfriend in Patalero. こちらはバンコランの衣装を着てる宇野優也さんですね。バンコラン。バンコバンコバンコバンコラン。はあ。You must be beautiful. I think it's more because I'm like the one foreigner at all of these events. And okay, even though these guys are actors, they're not famous to the level that you would imagine. They're well known within the 2.5D community, and some of the really top actors are known outside of that, but they're not to the level of like people that you see in the top of Hollywood or anything like that. So on the street, they wouldn't be recognized by most people unless those people are into 2.5D. So that means their fan base is very limited, and there's not many foreigners who like 2.5D, let alone foreigners who actually live in Japan and go to events. So I think it's less with how I look like in terms of beauty, and maybe more they're just surprised to see a foreigner at their event in the first place. Although I will admit, I do try to look my best when I do go see them. So I put in the extra attention. I try not to look like a slob. So こちらはバンコランですね。Do I have another picture of him? Ah, I do. So this is him without the jacket from a different angle. バンコラン。こんな感じ。はい。バンコランとマライヒ。で、今のところはね、3月に行ったサナちゃんのイベントに行ったんですけど、そこでゆうやさんがゲストとして出演して、サナちゃんとゆうやさんが生で接してるとこ見れて、この間大ちゃんとサナちゃん生で接してるとこ見たことあるから、今度は生で大ちゃんとゆうやさんが接してるとこみたいですね。はい。So I've now seen Yuya and Sana interact in person. I've seen Sana and Daichan interact in person, and I've seen in June, for the very first time in my life, I saw a stage play where two of my oshis were on stage at the same time. The only time I've seen that in a DVD, the only time I've seen that before was in DVDs. So for the first time live in June, I got to see them. Two of my oshis, I got to see Yuya and Daichan on stage together, which was an incredible experience. Unfortunately, their characters didn't really interact in the stage play, so I don't think they were ever on stage at the same time in the story, but it was really cool to know that they were in the same production. And the only stage that all three have been in together at the same time is Hiragana Danshi, which was a 2018 play where each actor was a different hiragana. So Sana was the hiragana A, and Dai-chan was no, and Yuya was new. Yuya was the villain. He was trying to destroy all the other letters of the alphabet. And Sana and his friends were trying to stop him. That was a chaotic stage play. But one of the best I've ever seen. So, I hope... Yuya and Dai-chan have actually been in multiple productions together. They've been together a lot. So, Sana and Dai-chan, they've been in Hiragana Danshi, and they've been in Kuroshitsuji 2021 together. So I think that's the only two where they've overlapped. But Yuya and Dai-chan have been in countless things together, and they're very good friends. So the picture of them kissing, I think that you saw is Sana and Aoki, who was the original actor for Bankoran in the older Pataleros. I think that's the picture you saw because Yuya and Dai-chan were not allowed to kiss in the last Patlero. Because of the global porcupine, they did like a fake kiss at the end, but they weren't allowed to actually kiss. So if you saw the kissing picture, it's most likely of Sana and Aoki. Aoki was the reason that the cast changed. So basically, also, I did tell you that Sana told me a secret about Patalero. I didn't include this in the story, but before I left, Sana did tell me a little secret. Something I've been wanting to know for 4 years about Patalero. So now he and I share a little something. But what I was gonna say is, when the cast change happened, a lot of people on the internet were making up a bunch of bullshit that Sana must hate Yuya and Dai-chan for quote-unquote stealing his production, and especially they were like, oh, Sana must hate Dai-chan for stealing his character, and people were just making up really shitty things, and it broke my heart so much. But now I would like to tell all of those people to kindly shut the fuck up because all 3 of my boys are besties. There is no bad blood between them. They're all friends. They're all going to each other's events, supporting each other. They still talk. They get dinner. So to all the haters out there, I have seen it with my own 2 eyes. They are besties. And there's no bad blood in between any of them. So that was probably the happiest part of this interaction. Just seeing how close and how supportive Sana is of Dai-chan and how much Dai-chan really cares about Sana. Like, that was the best thing for me. Even if I never had the chance to talk to Sana personally, I would have still felt so blessed just to see him interacting with Dai-chan. So I was really happy. 一番嬉しかったことは、もちろんサナちゃんに直接話したことも嬉しいんですけど、何より去年パタリロのキャストがキャスト編された時に、いろんな人はね、ネット上にサナちゃんは多分大ちゃんとゆうやさんのこと嫌いだろうみたいな、そういうね、結構悪口書いたりね、そういう話してたりして、キャンちゃんはね、それを読んでめちゃくちゃ悲しい気分になりました。3人も推してるし、3人も仲いいし、キャンちゃんの中で3人もめちゃくちゃ仲良くて、サナちゃんがゆうやさんと大ちゃんのこと嫌いになるわけないってずっと信じてたんですよ。で、キャスト編は別にゆうやさんと大ちゃん本人のせいじゃないし、それが会社が決めたことやから、サナちゃんはね、嫌いになるわけも必要もないから、キャンちゃんはね、3人まだまだ仲良しってずっと信じてきて、もうね、 キャンちゃんも自分の目で確認できました。サナちゃんとダイちゃん仲良しで、ダイちゃんとサナちゃん仲良しで、サナちゃんとユウさん仲良しで、みんな仲良し。だからそれがね、一番嬉しいこと。だから去年もね、文句言ってた人たち、悪口、噂とか書いてた人たちみんな、うるさい黙れって言いたい。キャンちゃんは自分の目で確認しました。そんなことない。3人もベストフレンドだから。My boys are homies and I have seen it for myself. But yeah, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Whew, it's getting really hot in here. よかった。めっちゃ嬉しい。Oh, I got so worked up telling that story. 暑い暑い。But 2.5 やばい。もうすぐ。We're talking about 2.5D and it's almost 2.5 hours. 2.5D hours. Do we get a lullaby? Of course you get a lullaby. そうだね、もう時間そろそろ2時間半になりますね。配信しててから、始まってから。What's your criteria for adding gifts to the stream opening? Really no criteria as long as it won't get kyonked by YouTube. If you make something, I will put it on the opening screen. So yeah, as long as it's not like super huge or anything that YouTube would get mad at, I have no rules or no grading criteria. So if you'd like to make something, I'd be happy to put it up on the screen, the opening screen. But yeah, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm glad I got to share the best day of my whole life with you. But honestly, any day that I get to spend with you guys is already the best day of my life. So thank you. まあキャンちゃんでね、今までの人生の中で一番嬉しい日の話はしたんですけど、実はね、こうやってみんなに会えて、みんなと楽しい会話できて、本当に毎日素敵な日だと思ってるから。キャンちゃんはね、甘組のこと大好きだからね。推しのことも好きやけど、甘組のこと愛してるぜ。忘れないで。I love talking with all of you and I'm so happy that I have people to listen to my silly rambles. Thank you for listening to me for 2.5 hours. Oh my goodness. I really need to figure out how to tell this story shorter. But it's still fresh and I get flustered thinking about it, so it's gonna take a while. And it was all a lie. I'm just kidding. What if I ended it? What if I ended it with it was all a lie? It was. Anytime, homegirl. Thank you, homeboy. We have to come up with a secret Glucose Guardian handshake. So that way, if you ever meet another GG in the streets, y'all know what to do. And so it was all a dream. That would be terrible. Finally, ね、全部嘘でしたって言ったらみんなどうするの？ 2 時間半も語ったんやけど、実は全部嘘でしたって言ったらみんなにぶち切られる。Got him. It's fun hearing Kyan share stuff Kyan is passionate about. Oh, that's so sweet. I told my parents about it, and yeah, they were just kind of like, oh, okay. Honestly, the reason that it brings me so much joy to share this stuff with all of you is that growing up, I never really had a space to share my hobbies or things that I cared about. And I mean, it's not that I was forbidden to talk about it or anything, but I could kind of always see that I would kind of see my parents' eyes glaze over every time I talked about something that I was interested in, or they never really took the time to maybe look into what my interests were or really get involved. So over the years, I learned to keep my interests to myself. I wouldn't really talk about them with anyone, not even my friends, to the point where I didn't know how to talk about my hobbies. And I feel like for the first time in my life, this year, literally, I have a community. I have you, I have people here in Japan in my personal life that I can talk to, and even though, yeah, maybe my family still doesn't really care that much, it feels good to have someone to listen to me, someone to share it with. So thank you. I genuinely appreciate all of you being here, and I want you to know I really enjoy hearing about your hobbies and your, not just hobbies, but whatever is going on in your life, your successes, things that you're working towards, things that you enjoy. I get so much happiness out of it, and I love when you share that in the chat with me. It's hard sometimes to respond to every single person, but I want you to know that I do my best to read all of it, and I appreciate you sharing. So don't be afraid to share with me as well. So I just wanted to say that. I'm getting kind of embarrassed now. But thank you for listening to my nonsense. いつもキャンちゃんね、もうしょうもない話してるのに、皆さんね、最初から最後まで聞いてくれて、本当にキャンちゃんにとって幸せな時間です。子供の頃ね、こうやって自分の趣味について語れる相手がいなくて、まあ親に言ってもそんなに興味なさそうやし、でそんなに反応なかったから、まあ、子供の頃から自分の趣味について他人に話しちゃいけないっていう風に、まあ、そういう考え方になって、まあ本当に今年までね、あんまり友達に自分の趣味とか興味持ってるもの語れないまま生きてきたけど、今年はやっと、まあ、こうやってみんなと少しずつ自分の趣味について公開していって、友達、実際遊びに行ける友達もできて、趣味が合う友達仲間何人も増えて、人生で初めてめちゃめちゃ幸せで、もう趣味について話せるようになりましたので、本当にね、いつも聞いてくれてありがとうございます。日本人よりオタクしてんじゃん褒め言葉ですか日本人に 負けないように頑張ってます。はい。Can you imagine what my biker gang will think if they catch me simping for Lil Jon? They will think you're extra rad. You learned how to ride a horse? Can you pet the horse for me? Can you pet the horse for me? Kisses? Mwah. Chew. Mwah. 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 いつもありがとう。好きだよ。大好きだよ。チュチュチュチュチュ。チュチュチュチュチュ。チュチュチュチュチュ。OK。ああ、もう朝の2時だ。やばいやばい。今日はね、次の日のために準備しなきゃいけないので、It's time for the lullaby because I have to calm down from sharing this story and then I have to go to bed. キャンちゃんはね、ちょっと落ち着いて心臓ね、落ち着かせてから寝ないといけないので、コウモリ歌を歌わせていただきます。Let me just drink some water. ちょっと水飲んで。Okay, so, in honor of seeing in honor of meeting Maraihi, I think it is only fitting that for the lullaby I sing a Patalero song. 今日の雑談配信はね、ダブルマライヒについて語ったので、いつもの子守歌じゃなくてマライヒの曲歌うべきだと思います。まあさすがにね、マライヒについていっぱい話したからマライヒの曲歌わないとダメ。ホットパンツでいこうか。So you have 3 options. 3つの選択肢あります。You have hot pants? ホットパンツ、恋のスナイパーとあの人。hot pants, 恋のスナイパー or あの人 that person, which is Sana's solo song. たくさんホットパンツlukewarm glasses パンツCan I get your opinion on the color green? I like green. Yeah, green's fine. I enjoy like very if you look up Flora from Wings Club, I really like the greens that she wears. All of the above. 恋のパンツテレタビーズTinky Winky Dipsy La La Po Teletubbies I don't know the rest of the Teletubby song. Okay. じゃあ we'll do 恋のスナイパー and then we'll do hot pants. じゃあまずは恋のスナイパーやって次はホットパンツですね。Okay, ready? 背中に走る激しい電流あなたに強く満たされる肌に突き刺すような逃れられない流されてく止められない感情 二人を連れ出してゆく。あなたは恋のスナイパー。私の全部打ち抜く。お前に導かれた。まるで運命の恋さ。すべては幻。そのままどこまでも海の底へ閉じてもいいかい。あなたの唇が溶けてOh my god 灰になってもいいかい。何も見えなくなってもいい。お前に繋がれればそれで人生は幻。あなたは恋のスナイパー。あなたは恋のスナイパー。ラララララララララララララララ。 Okay, that was Kind of Sniper, and then oof. 途中で声がちょっとおかしくなったんやけど許してください。 Sorry, my voice kind of died. Don't sing after fangirling for 2.5 hours. That's the that is the lesson. Oh god, I wasn't listening. To do it again. No. It's a one-time deal. Okay, what was next? Hot pants. Hot pants. I don't have pen lights. Wait, do I have pen lights? ちょっと待って。ペンライト持ってるかもしれない。Do I have pen lights? Hold up. ちょっとペンライト探してる。ちょっと待って。ねえ、あるよね。あるよね。あった。あった。Let me get my pen lights out. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. We have the pen lights. 1 second. Hold up. ペンライトありました。Let me get rid of the BGM. ちょっと BGM 消すね。ちょっとIt's the pen lights! イェーイ！マライヒのピンクだよ。It's Marai's pink. てかさ、この配信ね、もう収益がなくなったから、ちょっとBGM 欲しくない？ I don't have monetization anyways, so can we just maybe play some background music? Can we play the hot pants music? I don't know if YouTube will get mad at me for that. This is a pen light. Don't look too close. わかんない。YouTube に怒られるかな？ホットパンツのあれ。もう収益がなくなったから。普通にちょっとLet me go to my library. I don't know if this will be too loud. ちょっと小さめに。Oh wait. Oh, was my volume off? We'll have it playing a little bit in the background. いい加減にしてよ。僕の気持ちに気づいてよ。世界中見ても君のことしか見てないの。でもつらないよね。 君の視線いつもフラフラ振り向かせたいのだから履くの Hot pants hot pants プリプリプリティーなお尻見せてドキドキセクシーな仕草見せてシェキシェキ君の心揺さぶるの Hot pants hot pants 熱くなってる大事なポイント捕まえて君が僕のこといつも怒らせてる You know 気づかせたいの僕の心 Hot pants hot pants プリプリプリティーなお尻見せてドキドキセクシーな仕草見せてシェキシェキ君の心揺さぶるの Hot pants 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 二人で過ごしてきた風景がほら日の影笑って忘れないでおまだこんなにもLittle hot, middle hot, more hot, big hot, little hot, middle hot, more hot, big hot, little hot, middle, more hot, big hot, hot pants, hot pants. プリプリプリティーなお尻見せてドキドキセクシーな仕草見せてシェキシェキ君の心揺さぶるの Hot pants, hot pants. プリプリプリティーなお尻見せてドキドキセクシーな仕草見せてシェキシェキ君の心揺さぶるの Hot pants 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 Woo! リネットキャンディーフィーチャリングサナヒルキさんThat was The Glory that is Hot Pants, which is a song that Sana sings in the second Pataluro as Maraihi wearing some booty shorts, which is truly a classic. Daichan has a song too, which is in the third Pataluro, but he's singing like death metal. And he's screaming at Bankoran for cheating on him. 大ちゃんもね、3番目のパトルロに個人曲があるんやけど、デスメタル風な曲歌ってて、バンコランに浮気したことについて怒ってるからちょっとIt's really messy. Daichan is just like he is screaming at the top of his lungs. It's so funny though. Honestly, I can't believe that sound came out of Daichan because that dang Fangaron back at it again. Wait, let me see if I have the song is called Misugosenai, which means like I can't overlook this. No, 違う. We don't want the ads. Are we gonna sing some? I can't sing the death metal part. I'll play a little bit. I don't know if you can hear it. I'm trying not to make it too noisy. 我慢して見てきたけど今どうしても見過ごせない雨しさらバンコランあの男にデイミアンに許せない ランダメバンコランダメバンコランダメ BX 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 あの男に染まってゆけジェイミアンに染まってゆけあの男に染まってゆけジェイミアンに染まってゆけ許せないThat was Dai-chan's song as Marai. 熱い熱い And that wasn't even on full volume. That was just a low volume. 今のはちょっと音量小さくしたんで本当に普通のボリュームで聞いたらもうめちゃくちゃ大ちゃんの声すごいですよ。That was something. And then of course you have a Bangoran song which is called Kiss Me Bangoran. Hi Hapip, Kyanbanwa. We're actually at the end, but I'm doing a super special lullaby because today I talked about the best fucking day in my whole existence, and to honor the people who made that happen, basically my Oshis, Sana and Dai-chan, I decided instead of singing the regular lullaby, I would sing some Patalero songs. We should just have a full Patalero karaoke stream. Pataoki. なんかパタリロ曲だけのカラオケ配信やりたいな。なんか舞台パタリロの全曲歌って、アニメの曲も歌って、that'd be really nice to just sing all of them. But yeah. Maybe I'll just sing should I sing one more? もう一個歌おうかな。Should I sing Fly Me to the Moon? Fly Me to the Moon? No, I feel like everyone will come for me if I sing Fly Me to the Moon. Fly me to the moon いつか届く願いあなたのためにこの命捧げる宇宙の星屑になって You asked for a lullaby, not a tragedy. Oh no, I'm sorry. What else? Time for flooding. Okay. Then let's sing a happy song. Let's sing... What should we sing? 誰が殺したクックロービン誰が殺したクックロービン花はランマ先になれのどかなこやかとこ春の Till the next time song? Oh, the Patalero ending song! How perfect! Let's sing the ending. じゃあエンディング曲でいきますか。次回予告 the next. The title of the song is literally Till next time. Oh wait, no. This is the wrong version. どこだどこだあったあったタラタララタラタラララ実際ここから先をやると何時間あっても足りないぜ 実際コミックそろそろ100巻とで追いつけないんだぜ。ドゥワドゥワドゥワドゥワドゥワドゥワドゥワドゥワドゥワドゥワドゥワドゥワドゥワドゥワドゥワドゥワ。今回パドルがすっかり板についただろう。ドゥワドゥワドゥワドゥワヘイドゥワドゥワドゥワドゥワ。今回この僕の可愛さが混じんだだろう。ドゥワドゥワドゥワドゥワヘイドゥワドゥワドゥワドゥワ。玉ねぎなんて本当はもっと大勢いるんだけど、それをなんとかして5人で切り盛りしていっぱいいるように見えたぜ。実際上が時をやるとなんてキャストが持たないぜ。実際たくさんいるキャラクターできる限り紹介するぜ。ドゥワドゥワドゥワドゥワドゥワドゥワドゥワドゥワドゥワドゥワドゥワドゥワドゥワドゥワドゥワドゥワ。今回の僕の切なさが伝わったの。ドゥワドゥワラビーショイドゥワドゥワラビーショイ。美少年は演じただろう。ドゥワドゥワビョルンビョルンドゥワドゥワアンドレセンプラズマ X 今回出るはずだったのに、ちょっとだけ出そうもったいない。出したら出したで1話分作れちゃうんだぜ。実際紹介できたのたったの3キャラとって伝えきれないんだぜ。絶対見せたいエピソードたちが続々押し寄せてるんだぜ。Do I... Oh. Instrumental break. They throwing it down, throwing it back on the guitar. Do 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 do. Da 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 da。実際ボブメンズはどうでしたか？実際私のビームはどうでしたか？マリネラ王国の国王から目いっぱいの愛を込めて、実際今日はここで終わるけどこの先いろいろあるんだぜ。 NEXT! Can you guys hear the music? 音楽聞こえる？聞こえてるかな？ダラララI'm really sad that in the last one they changed the ending song. 3番目のパトリオでエンディング曲変わって、あなたに出会えてよかったと、こうしてここであなたの心の隅に置いてください。パタリロパタリロまたのご来場待ちております。Olay! Yeah, in the last one they changed. I mean, I still really like the ending song in the last one, but they changed it to Patalero is forever instead of the plan for next time. Which gave me a heart attack because I'm like, oh my god, this is gonna be the last Patalero they ever make. Because what happened to the plan for next time? But yeah, I do like the ending song for the last one. なんか3つ目のパタリロのエンディング曲がね、次回予告The Nextじゃなくてパタリロ is Forever って曲になってて、なんかキャンちゃんパニックになって、次回予告The Nextじゃないやからもうほんまに最後なのかなって思ってちょっと悲しかったんやけどThere's also a song called You Sexy You which we haven't heard yet because we haven't watched the final Patalero, but let's see. パタリロはこの先もずっと続くのさ。出かけたまま戻らない旅なのさ。 でもバンコラは僕の元に戻ってきたのさ。もう体What does he say? He says something. Yuya says もう帰れないよずっと forever。 玉ねぎは前よりももっと増えたのさ。実際4800個ぐらいいるんだもんね。でも他の役もやってたら僕は実際誰なの。そんなこと関係ないさずっと forever。 And then they sing and then they dance and then Bankoran's like running around on the stage and flashing the lights in people's eyeballs and and then shenanigans happen and then they start singing again and it's like デミアンナイトは今回きりそうだね仕方ないよねマヤメンズは一人きり次回増やせばいいよね歌姫はこの先どうなるのそんなこと気にしないでずっと forever パタリロはこの先もずっと続くのさ出かけたまま戻らない旅なのさでもコミックはもうすでに100巻超えたのさ君も帰らないよずっと forever 今日は本当に来てくれてありがとうねそんなことちょっとだけ言わせてずっと forever 今日は本当に来てくれてありがとうねそんなことちょっとだけ言わせてずっと forever パタリロはずっと forever Like it's like that kind of song so they say in the lyrics they're like thank you for coming to watch the show and liking Pataliro so much and it feels so sad because it feels like it's all over. This is peaceful to listen to. Should I make it not peaceful to listen to? Fly me to the moon. Yeah, fly me to the moon だったらみんな泣いちゃう。よいしょ。If I sing Fly Me to the Moon, y'all will collectively beat me. So, I won't sing that. Please keep it peaceful. We'll keep it peaceful before it gets violent. はい。今日はね、まああんまりコウモリ歌って感じじゃなかったけどね。パタオケカラオケパタオケになっちゃって。ごめんなさい。でも、ね、推しの話して盛り上がっちゃったから、まあ、関連でパタリロの曲歌った方がなんかテーマにやってるんじゃないかなと思って。It wasn't that relaxing of a lullaby today, but I hope you enjoyed the spontaneous Pataliro karaoke. I didn't do any vocal warm-ups or anything. And singing after fangirling for 2.5 hours is quite stressful, so I'm sorry if that sounded terrible. But I've never claimed to be a singer, so you get what you get. You get what you get. Pataokewak. Thank you. But someday I want to do like a full Pataliro karaoke stream and we will have proper singing. We're back on the ending screen or the lullaby screen. またララバイの画面に戻っちゃった。朝の2時半だよ。セカンドララバイ。You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. The other night, dear, as I lay sleeping, I dreamt that you were by my side. Came this illusion when I awoke, dear. You were gone and then I cried. Tu sei l'amore, il solo amore. Io sono felice accanto a te. Ed ogni sera in riva al mare, in riva al mare, solo io e te. E l'altra notte, mentre dormivo, ho sognato che tu eri con me. E se sapessi quanto era bello stare in braccio a te. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Please don't take my sunshine away. ちゃんとした子守歌できた。We were able to do a proper lullaby. イエーイ。ではでは、やばい、もう朝の2時半過ぎてる。It's past 2:30 a.m. so it's time for Kyandie to get some rest. It's time for you guys to get some rest too. Mwah, mwah. Love you so much. And thank you for listening to me ramble for so long. I love you all, and I will see you on Saturday. 次は、土曜日、七夕の配信ですね。楽しみにしててください。I will see you for the 七夕 stream on ASMR stream on Saturday. 皆さんもね、たくさん寝て、水飲んで、熱中症にならないように気をつけて、明日も頑張っていきましょう。Please drink lots of water, get lots of rest, stay happy, safe, and say so. Happy, healthy, and say so. And I will see you in the next one. Bye bye. おやすきゃん。おやすきゃん。バイバイ。バイバイ。おやすみ。Good night.